Welcome back to the channel. This is Pistol Pete Real Estate and this is Tour Highlight Thursday. We're out here at 0 Sumner Avenue with Frank DiBernardo and Trent Davis of the DiBernardo Real Estate Team, listed at $34 million, and it's 104 acres right on the coast, as you can see behind me. So I'm really excited about this. Thank you so much for having us, guys.
Absolutely. So this property stretches all the way from the white sand beaches of Aptos down to San Andreas Road. So the property goes actually beyond that.
We'll zoom in there in the video and I'll show you guys where it's at. It's way out there though. 100 acres is huge.
Yeah, to put in perspective how large 100 acres is, we figured that Disneyland Park in Anaheim sits inside of 85 acres. So you could technically pick up Disneyland Park, put it inside of this property, and still have over 15 acres to spare. It's a big, big flat piece of land.
One more question that begs to ask is, what's the zoning on this property?
Right, so it's currently zoned commercial agriculture. So it's a CA zoning, and again, it's split up into 4 parcels. So commercial zoning affords you lots of different types of flexibility while keeping the agricultural component. So you could put, you could apply for a house and a barn and run any type of agriculture you want. So right now, as you can see, this is a beautiful green. They're running strawberries. So they've got about, just under 100 acres of strawberries on this property right now. But commercial ag provides lots of different, I've seen this planted with lettuce, beautiful colors, lots of opportunities. Could be grapes, coastal vineyard, anything that the zoning allows.
So yeah, here's some of the strawberries that are on the property. They do have a commercial lease for all 4 parcels, and it does generate some income. So if you're interested in those numbers, reach out to us. But Trent, could you tell us a little bit more about where these parcels are split up? Because this property is 4 parcels, right?
Yeah, so the first parcel we have is, we're sitting on it right now. And if you look along this fence line, this is pretty much the first parcel. It goes here, all the way to Sumner, where that stop sign is, way down there. And then along the Catholic camp all the way down to the sand, and then back along this. So even though we're at the top up here, you have the entire bluffs that you saw in the beginning going down to the sand. So believe it or not, so this one is approximately 17 acres. Mm-hmm. And then if you look through this fence, Pete, see if you can get through this shot.
Okay.
So if you look through.
Going for it.
And you look across this ravine to the other side, you'll see another patch of strawberries that's on that side. That's actually another parcel, the other coastal frontal side parcel, that's actually over 13 acres as well. So that's another site that you have potential to put something onto.
Again, I just want to reiterate, it blows my mind. It's larger than Disneyland. On the coast of California, walking distance to everything that you need. Frank, where can we walk to from here?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one of the unique aspects of this property is that we are in Aptos. That is Seascape neighborhood right there, the Seascape Greenbelts, which is a beautiful community, shares 14 acres of green grass. And it's all walking distance to the Seascape Resort. Palapa's Mexican food restaurant. There's a pizza place, there's shops and restaurants right here in Seascape Village. So you could be using the resort, they access all the amenities that the resort affords. It's a beautiful hotel and timeshare opportunity there, and you could be in the lobby bar, in a 5-minute walk. It's literally just a few hundred yards down the way. So that's something that's unique about the size of this parcel on the ocean, but yet we are in Aptos. We are not far out. You're not getting in your car. You could ride your bike to the golf course. Seascape Golf Course is just maybe a 5-minute bike ride away. So it would be an incredible living situation to actually have a house here, enjoy the beach and the ocean, but still be close to town.
And even more than a bike ride, it could be an easy golf cart ride.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just to add, I've lived in this neighborhood for the last 6 years. My kid goes to Rio. It's less than a 2-minute drive, plus you gotta wait in line to drop your kid off. That has a time, but the drive is super short. And once I get home on the weekends, unless I can walk down the path at the Seascape Park to surf, my son and I, we ride our beach cruisers to the beach down at Seascape. We use the pool at the Racket Club. I use the resort like it's mine. I think everyone does. You have Palapas, you have the marketplace. I mean, what place I will never leave this community because it's like I live in a mini little city, but yet I have all of this beautiful outdoor space to enjoy.
It's like we live at the coastal resort. I also live in this neighborhood too.
Okay.
And I walk everywhere. It's very easily walkable. It's got great weather. So again, this area, we can potentially, you go through your own permits and figure out what you can and can't build and what you want to build. But you could potentially have 4 homes on these lots with barns and garages and whatever the CA zoning provides you. Or just 1 large home if you wanted to do that and have an extremely private, unique property. But there's all sorts of options here, guys. This place is incredible. I'm really excited to see what happens here over the next, let's say decade, because I'm sure things will change between now and then. And it's a very unique opportunity. So Trent, you were mentioning that you were a surfer. I surf every once in a while as well. I know that these beaches are awesome, but tell me a little bit more about this coastline.
So if you look straight out, I'm just gonna point if you see my finger. This tree right here, that is where I line up. And if you look down into the waves, the sandbar is typically set up on either side of that. So, I mean, it's a beautiful day that you could longboard out here, but the next storm that'll come through, it'll be 8, 10, 12, 15 feet. And
it gets really big.
It gets really big, but you just kind of have to wait for those bars to settle, and then you can get out and you can have a great day. And like just down this way is the Manresa parking lot, and it can get kind of crowded, but nothing like the Point or the Lane. But I just go down south, a little bit north, sorry. And as soon as like 2 or 3 guys come near me, I just paddle up 50 yards and I have another peak all by myself.
So one thing we should mention is the sheer size of this property. You do own 6% of the Aptos coastline. So
6%?
6% of all of the Aptos beach would be yours if you purchase this property. So the surfing would be right out your front door. And you'd have multiple breaks to be, like I said, there's 40 acres combined on these 2 front parcels. You'd have multiple surf breaks to be able to have pretty much all to yourself.
Look down on the beach, you'll notice I haven't seen a person yet since we've been out here filming this.
Yeah,
I mean, and that little stretch
I haven't either.
And this is just half of it, right? Remember that on the other side of that, there's another 13 acres on the other side of that bluff. And
it'd be like owning your own Hawaiian island. Except you're in Santa Cruz.
Except you're walking distance to Palapa.
Exactly, yeah. Margarita's only a couple hundred yards away.
And Frank, you should talk a little bit about the organic farm part.
Yeah, that's an important component. This has always been operated as a organic farm. So the neighbors love that, and that keeps everything nice and clean, and obviously makes people happy. So the organic farm is very strict about their standards, and they've done a beautiful job.
Yeah, it's a good way to go. Thank you so much, Frank DiBernardo and Trent Davis, for coming out and showing me this property. It's a very special place. I'm just thankful to be standing here talking to you guys today.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Pete. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Pete.
Right on.
1, 2,